Hey y'all, how is everyone doing tonight? So y'all, I am doing this video non-live. You know, usually I'm live, but it's kind of a longer project, so I thought I would do it this way and speed up some of the parts that I could. So here's what I'm doing. Y'all, I've got a lot of parts on this, okay? A lot of parts. I'm gonna make a cute little sign using this really cute strawberry cutout, okay? This is just a wood strawberry cutout. And then I'm using, this is an 11 by 14 canvas, just a hard canvas from the Dollar Tree, okay? And then I'm using shims, y'all. And I have already cut them down to size for my board, okay? And we are going to glue these on our board, create a palette board looking, you know, palette board, y'all. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna create like a little palette sign. And we're gonna do some colors with it. And y'all, I'm gonna be using our monthly Club Couture transfer, y'all. Let me show you real quick. Okay, we're gonna be using this one, the Berry Sweet Days of Summer. You see, we've done several projects with it over here. So we're gonna be using that tonight. So what y'all been up to, and listen, if you guys want in on this exclusive club to make all these amazing projects, you've only got a few more days, okay? Because that is our July club, all right? Then we're gonna come out with our August club, but you will miss out on this really cute sign, y'all. And I just love this transfer. I love strawberries, I love the summer, and that's just, I love it. So, anywho, let's get busy. First thing first, I think I'm going to go ahead and paint. Let's go ahead and paint this so it can be drying while I do the other stuff. Now, I'm just going to paint it. I'm going to paint it red, y'all, okay? It's a strawberry. So we're going to paint it red. And I'm using this crimson. I think I'm going to use the crimson. Yeah, I'm going to use this crimson Waverly chalk paint. And yes, oh, I love that color, y'all. Love it, love it. We're going to do the sides because you'll be able to see our sides, okay? Now, I am going to only go up this far, and then I should have drawn on, whatever, you know what I mean. My leaf. I do want to come down with a cute little green leaf on there. So I'll have to do that just a second. Y'all know how I do. And if y'all are new to my page, my name is Shonda, and I am from West Georgia, and I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture, but I really love hopping on here, guys, and just laughing, having fun, and creating with y'all. That's what I like to do. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna make some leaves, y'all. Okay, so you know how leaves are on a strawberry. And they're not perfect. They don't have to be perfect. I'm not real sure I've ever seen a leaf that's perfect. So we're gonna do it just like that. And that will be our green leaf coming down. So let me get up in here with the red. And then we will go in with our green and do our leaf. So again, if you're interested, type in the word club. I think I said that already, but y'all, when I start crafting, I lose myself. It is why I love doing it. I kind of get lost in it. It's just what I do. I'm gonna have to get a smaller paintbrush to get in there. Okay. And y'all, this is only gonna take one coat, which I love, love, love. But I am gonna have to get a smaller paintbrush. And I'm gonna wipe this off real quick while this is still wet. Y'all love this little, I created this little, what's this called? Lazy Susan. I found the little, it was a baseball sign, y'all. And I found it at the Goodwill. And then I found a Lazy Susan at the Goodwill. And I took them apart, created my own, and put just some Dollar Tree contact paper on top. And there you have it. Just like that. There you have it. Okay, so let me get this little, this is a better brush to get into this, just this little spots. Again, we're just gonna make some leaves. Y'all, this is so fun. I love painting. I don't know if y'all do, but I love painting. It's good for my brain. It makes me think of Bob Ross, you know, saying, "Oh, my happy place," or "happy little trees." That's kind of how I feel. Now, I will tell you this. I'm not real sure if Bob Ross has some good sight, or I can't remember if he had glasses, but I sure do. Y'all, hello? Y'all, I'm nuts. Okay? I'm nuts. I've gotten older and I've gotten nuttier. And I've just decided I'm just going to claim it. I'm going to claim it. Okay. Let's get that little side right there. And right there. Okay. So, that's what we have so far. Cute little strawberry, y'all. Love it. All right. Now I'm going to use some of my chalk paste, y'all. Let me look at this. Put this out. I'm not sure if I like the green or not. Let me see. No, that's too neon. We're going to use our green. This is Meadow, y'all. I like it a lot. But I'm going to put a little bit of water so that I can move it around easier. Okay. Just makes it a little bit easier. This is chalk paste, so it's kind of, you know, chalk paste. Now I'm going to do my stem. I'm going to do it all in green. Is it all green? Yeah, it's all green. Yeah, I think I did. Did I do a stem in green? Who knows? Anyway, we're doing it in green, y'all. The whole thing. That's what it's supposed to be. For some reason, I think I did a strawberry with a black stem or a brown stem. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not, maybe not. And I really should have dried this first. And I'm going to dry this red real quick so that it doesn't get in on my green. Then after I'm finished putting on all of this, I will sand it off, just lightly. Y'all, my husband helped me with this project, so he's kind of chomping at the bit to see how it turns out, because neither one of us really know. I've cut off some fence pieces. We'll see. We'll see how it all goes. Aren't those the best crafts, though, when you kind of can just, you know, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. That's what I like anyway. That's my favorite. here's what we've got so far, okay? Cute little strawberry, all right? So, I'm gonna lay these out first to make sure. Now what I've done, again, these are shims. So you know a shim goes small end to big end, okay? I am reversing. So if I've got a big end over here, I've got the big end on the other side on the next one, okay? Okay. All right. Now, so we've got our board, okay? Cute board, right? Now I am going to use my Waverly wax. I love doing this. I think this looks really cool. It kind of creates like a whitewash, and I love the way that turns out, always. Okay, so I'm going to use, this is Lizzie and Aaron's little cute little brush, y'all. I love them. I think they're so, she's so funny. Well, Lizzie is too. They're great. There's some funny ones. So let me get this dry. How pretty that is. Makes it gorgeous. But actually, let's leave this out, because we are going to kind of make this look like a whitewash. Okay, like a whitewash, and I think that'll look cute. All right, so I'm going to use my Waverly white chalk paint, okay, and I'm going to go in and just start painting, okay, just like this. Kind of make it look like a rustic sign. Now, the cool thing about it is some of my brown in the edge is not quite dry. So it's pulling some of that. I like the way that looks. Isn't that pretty? Gives it a really cool rustic vibe. Now, let's dry this really well. Okay, so here's our strawberry, y'all. Okay, I am going to give this a little light sand just with my little sanding block from the Dollar Tree. And this just kind of prepares the surface for the transfer. You know, when you paint wood, your grain rises and, you know, makes it harder, especially when you're trying to put this transfer down that's sticky, makes it a little harder. So now, because this is a rustic little sign, you know, we're going to distress these edges a little bit, y'all. Just a little bit. I just think it'll go with the theme, y'all. Just go with the theme. Okay, let's do a little leaf up here on our stem. Okay. All right. Now, perfect. That's what we've got. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay. So let's do our, you know what? Let's wax. I'm going to use some of our surface wax and wax this surface because it's painted. It's not a Chalk Couture surface. And it's just good to prepare the surface. The wax gets down in the grooves, makes everything, well, unless you sling it across the room, makes everything kind of smooth, and it also helps with the transfer to not stick so hard, which that transfer has been used several times, so I don't think I have a worry about that. But you just put a little bit of wax on, y'all, not a lot. And then you just take a paper towel or a cloth, or you can use the other side of that little pad that I was using, and you buff it off, okay? You don't want any high spots of wax or your paste will run, okay? All right, so here's what I want to do. I am going to I think we're going to do this here. The Very Sweet Days of Summer. I think right there is good. Okay. All right. And I am going to use bright white. I think you're going to be able to see it better on that surface, so we will be using some bright white, y'all. And this is chalk paste. It is chalk in paste form, and these are just a mini squeegee. Now, if you are interested in this project, y'all, type the word, comment the word club, and I will send you all the information. This transfer is an exclusive transfer to only club members. You cannot purchase this. You can only get it if you are a club member. So type the word club in the comments and I will send you some information on how to join this amazing monthly club. Okay, put your excess back in there. Okay, I'm going to peel this off. Look how cute. That's sweet, and I wanted it kind of going off to the side like that. That was a method to my madness, y'all. Method to my madness. Okay, let me dry this. Okay. Now, our chalk paste, when it is wet, it is shiny. When it dries, it turns matte. Okay, so you know when it's dry. Now, I am going to take a little bit of this black chalk paint. Okay, and y'all know we've got to have some seeds, y'all. We need some seeds up in here. Okay, so I'm just taking this little pointed brush, and I'm literally going to dab, and make sure I don't have too much on here. Okay. We're just going to dab seeds on here, y'all. Okay? Just some little strawberry seeds. You know, all strawberries have seeds, so. And they're kind of, this guess they're not this dark, but this is kind of watermelon-esque, but it'll be okay. I feel like your strawberries need seeds. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Super cute. Okay. Now, put this away before I get it all over me like I just did. Alright. Now, I am going to lay this back over here. I'm going to bring this one back. And we are going to assemble, y'all, and see what else we're going to do. This is kind of a trial and error kind of thing. Okay. Make sure these all get dry, little seeds. Super cute, y'all. This is so fun. Make your own little decorations. And the cool thing is these decorations will be exclusive to you. You know, you're gonna make them yourself with your own ideas, or we have some great resources if you're a member of the club to kind of see what other designers and other you know, other people do, and you can get some great ideas. So that's also an idea. Okay, all right, here we go. So my idea was to use this fence. I cut apart this fence from the Dollar Tree, okay? So I want to glue it on here to create a little fence, okay? But I gotta figure out where my strawberry. I'm gonna be putting blocks under this, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and glue my blocks on, y'all, so that I can see where this needs to go. So we're gluing some, these are just the blocks from the Dollar Tree. Okay, and it's just going to give it some height that we need to pull it back. Okay, and I've got several of them over here. It's kind of cool, they fit right in here. Ow, don't put your finger in hot glue though, y'all. Don't do it, okay? It's not necessary. Lord. So, here's what I've got, okay? That's the back. Here's the front. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get this glued on, and then I'm going to take my Waverly wax, and I'm going to kind of distress the fence a little bit. I don't want it that stark white. I know it's supposed to be a white picket fence, y'all, but everything in my mind is old. So I just think just a little bit of wax, just a little, don't have to be a ton, but okay, that's gonna go in there. So here's what we've got so far. Okay, I just created like a little fence. Okay, it's just a fence on the board. Now I'm going to take my Waverly wax. We're going to go back in there and find a brush, y'all. Find a brush. Okay. And I'm going to kind of, well, I said I was going to kind of, oh yeah, I like it like that. Okay. If I wipe it off, you can kind of see the grain. So I'm going to do it that way, and then you'll be able to see the grain. again, this is kind of looking like a little, you know, I know it's big and it's kind of different, but it's like a strawberry patch. That was what my idea was it's kind of looking like a strawberry patch. So let's get the hot glue back out, y'all, the glue gun. And let's glue on our little sign. Okay. I kind of want it sideways. I don't want it perfect in there. There we go. Now, I am going to start hot gluing some of these little, just little greenery in here. This little greenery is from this is from Walmart, I think. No, this is Dollar Days, or Dollar Tree. Yeah, we have a Dollar Days right here in our little town, and everything's actually still $1 there. And I always call it, I get them confused. Super cute, y'all. Super, super cute. Is that not adorable? It just kind of looks like I said, you can kind of see the hidden strawberry behind the bushes. And it's just like a little strawberry patch. Now, you can add a hanger to it. And I may do that and then post a picture. But, y'all, this is it. This is super cute. We used our club of the month. Y'all, I'm telling you, all these right here. So, comment club and I will send you a link to get your very own exclusive club transfer to make your own creations. So, thank y'all for watching. I will see y'all next time. Bye. So I just used some Dollar Tree fabric, ripped it and twisted it and made a little hanger. This is it, y'all. Thanks for watching.